speakers today. Good morning. Good morning, Lynbrook, USA. You saw how the respect this mayor of Lynbrook gets. The morning storm cleared the way for a beautiful day for this rally. Welcome to the rally for the future of the Lynbrook Business District. I'm Jeff Greenfield, Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce. You're going to be hearing from a number of speakers today. Number of speakers that are going to send a passionate message to National Grid. Turn our gas on. We need gas in the stores and the businesses on Atlantic Avenue and throughout the village, as it is the economic vitality of this village that is being held hostage by no gas hookups. All these stores around us, ready to be rented, some rented, other interests in this village. They can't open without gas. Gas for cooking, gas for heat, and gas for sustainability of business in Lynbrook. The gas meters are in place, the pipes are in place, the stores previously had gas service, and now to be told at the 11th hour that there's no new hookups is sending the wrong message to our economic vitality of this village. So, to begin, I'd like, great pleasure for me to introduce our mayor, Alan Beach.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. And it is true. I wish I did have some power over the weather, but it worked out for us. I am Alan Beach, and I am the mayor of Lynbrook. We are here today because of an alarming development that threatens to derail our local economy and reverse the great strides we've made to revitalize our downtown. Recently, we were made aware that the gas company will no longer be providing hookups, new hookups, or additional capacity to existing hookups of National Grid, that you can't expand your service to your home. Even personal homes are involved in this. While existing customers are unaffected, this threatens the growth and the development of our village by halting new business needing natural gas to power their stores and preventing residential customers from converting their homes to gas and potentially impacting the value of their homes. Since taking office 2 years ago, the primary goal of my administration has been to rehabilitate and revitalize our downtown area. And look around, there is many successes here in this village, including the newly regionally acclaimed restaurant like Laverno, hotspots with outdoor dining entertainment like Craft Kitchen and Tap House, and a new multi-million-dollar Northwell facility, and a brand new state-of-the-art movie theater right down the block. And those are only a few. As many of you once had empty, as you know, we had many empty storefronts here, I'm sorry. And we brought these streets to life once again. And just last month, we had the ribbon cutting of El Pozzo right across the street here. A new restaurant and wine bar that has been the talk of our town. One of the owners, Dominic Natoli, is here with me today, along with Rob Schwartz, the owner of these stores. And I can't say enough about Dominic and what he's done. It's really a beautiful restaurant, and it's all his hard work that's done. And yes, Dominic has gas service at the present time. But come winter time, the service is not adequate enough to heat the building and utilize the restaurant part of it. This is absolutely, unconditionally unacceptable for us, for all of us. While we should be always open to new forms of renewable and clean energy, that will help power our cities and towns while leaving a minimal impact on our earth. We cannot allow petty politics or big egos to get in the way to accomplish what we need here in Limerick. Today I'm calling on officials from the state and the energy company to do the right thing and deliver gas to these businesses while we work together for a larger solution for everyone on this planet. Now I'd like to introduce Dominic and Rob and possibly have them say a few words. Dominic?
Thank you everyone for coming. I thank the mayor for organizing this today and the support of the community that's here. My partners and I have made a great investment in the village of Limerick with the anticipation of being a success here. And without the support of the governor and National Grid, that is not going to happen. Once it gets cold out, and we're on the cusp right now as far as having enough gas for our kitchen. Actually, our oven is not working consistently because the gas is not sufficient. It can easily be solved with just an upgrade on a meter, which we can't even get. They won't even give us an upgrade on a meter. So what I would like to say today is, please, Mr. Governor and National Grid, let's stop this cat fight and come to a reasonable solution for everybody. And we can see Limbrook succeed with what we're trying to do here, as is Rob. I know Rob since we started working over there, and he's made a significant investment also in these buildings under the MTA railroad. And he's having a hard time renting also with the fact that he can't get gas either. So I thank you everyone for coming, and hopefully there'll be a solution.
Next, I'd like to introduce Rob Schwartzer, who maintains these stores under the MTA.
Good morning. Thank you. Anyway, since the inception of taking over these stores, the mayor, this one, and the former mayor have been behind us all the way. Whatever we need, we have their support. We have rented some stores. We have 3 more that are rented, and they will not have gas until this thing is rectified. We have one store that is open, and by the fall, I don't know how she's going to operate unless we do supplemental heat. So without some kind of change from the government, nothing is going to happen. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Dominic, for telling your stories. But most important, thank you for your substantial investment in the village of Lynbrook, substantial investment in our downtown business district, and for being part of the renewal downtown and a member of the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce. We have a very active Chamber of Commerce. The leadership of the Chamber is fully committed to revitalizing the downtown, recruiting businesses to the downtown, and now it's my privilege to introduce the president of the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce, Steve Wangle.
Good morning, everybody. Just on a side note, first of all, thank everybody for taking time out of your day, coming down to be a part of this important issue. Secondly, you can see from the revitalization that our downtown revitalization, our development is on its way, and we have gotten cut off at the knees. Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Wangle. I'm the president of the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce. We are the voice for the 1,000 or so businesses that are in and around Lynbrook. Small business, once again, finds itself the unintended victim of a much larger battle. While environmentalists and lawmakers grapple with the prospect of clean, renewable energy, small business and the middle class have become their collateral damage. In short, National Grid will not allow new or upgraded gas service in our area until there is resolution over the building of a new delivery pipeline from New Jersey. We are standing today at the very center of the problem for Lynbrook. Because of this freeze, restaurants can't get the needed gas supplies to cook their foods and heat their facilities. This translates into vacant storefronts, loss of employment, and desolate downtowns. Expanding the circle, homeowners who want to upgrade from oil to clean gas heat cannot do so. This is counterintuitive to the bigger picture. Builders who want to build anything from a single-family home to larger multi-family rentals and condos can't do so for a lack of means to heat their buildings. Now, this issue is much bigger than Lynbrook. The freeze on gas service affects Nassau and Suffolk counties, the 5 boroughs of New York, and Lower Westchester County. Support for a resolution comes from many groups, including the Nassau Council of Chambers of Commerce, Vision Long Island, and the Queens Chamber of Commerce. We'll get it over with all at once. The business community has not turned a blind eye to the need for sustainable energy. In fact, we are in favor of it. These environmentally friendly fuels are also more cost-effective than traditional fuels, which makes them a smart alternative for business. But until these methods are a viable, workable alternative, there must be a transition plan in place. We urge the governor, our state representatives, and the Department of Environmental Conservation to work with National Grid to implement a workable transition plan to decrease our reliance on the fossil fuels that will not choke our economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for telling the story here in Lynbrook, the story that the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce is at the forefront in trying to revitalize our downtown. We're also pleased to be joined here with 2 great legislative leaders that fully commit and support our efforts to revitalize the downtown. First, let me introduce our Nassau County legislator, William Gaylord Jr.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. I'd like to thank the mayor for hosting us, village trustees, our town councilman, Anthony D'Esposito, and particularly thank Steve Wangel and the entire Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce for putting this issue right here in the street, in the forefront today. I'm somewhat dismayed, though, that as I look around, I don't see one state representative here. I don't see our Assemblywoman, I don't see our Senator Kaminsky, I don't see anybody from the governor's office, despite them all being invited. And that sends a message to all of us. It sends a message that they just don't care what happens downtown. They don't care what happens when businesses can't open, when businesses are shuttered. And this is totally unacceptable. It has an impact on the economy, our local economy, not just here in Lynbrook, but in Valley Stream, in Malvern, in the rest of Nassau County. This is a county-wide, actually bi-county-wide, city-wide, downstate New York problem that can be resolved when clear heads can sit in a room and resolve the issues. So the fight between the state and National Grid has got to stop. The people, the business community can no longer be the victims and continue to suffer. It's our responsibility as elected officials to keep this issue in the forefront and tell them enough is enough. Turn the gas on, open these businesses, help our economy grow, return sales tax dollars back to the state and to the county, and do it now. My name is Bill Gaylord, County Legislator. God bless you all.
I'm sorry too, from the beginning, I meant to introduce my board that's here. My Deputy Mayor, Mike Hawkhurst, Trustee Anne Marie Wood, and Trustee Rob Boccio. I'm sorry, I guess we're all a little excited about how this is going down, and I apologize to them and to you. But I do have the pleasure of introducing our councilman, Anthony D'Esposito.
Well, thank you, Mayor. And first and foremost, I look around, and each and every one of you that are here this morning are here for a reason. Because you have an interest in Lynbrook, because you care about Lynbrook, because you love Lynbrook. You should be proud that you have a mayor in Allen Beach and a village board who's working hand in hand with your Chamber of Commerce to address issues that are affecting each and every person that not only lives in Lynbrook, but visits Lynbrook and shops in Lynbrook. So a round of applause to all of them for the work that they're doing. You've heard from everyone here this morning, and it's all been said. But let's be very clear. Throughout the town of Hempstead, the largest township in the United States of America, local business is the lifeblood of our community. And that blood is meant to flow freely so that our communities can flourish. But because of petty politics, a tourniquet has been put on that lifeblood. And we're here this morning to tell each and everyone who's involved in cutting off this utility to not only Lynbrook, but cutting off gas to many communities in the town of Hempstead, in New York City, in Suffolk County, that enough is enough. There are people whose livelihoods depend on this, and nobody's livelihood should be put in the face of petty BS politics. So to everyone who's listening, and to everyone who can make a difference, and to those who can make a difference but chose not to be here today, listen to what everyone is saying. This isn't just a Lynbrook issue. We want our communities to flourish, especially areas that I represent on the South Shore, devastated by Hurricane Irene, devastated by Hurricane Sandy. But you know what? People fought back. People put their feet on the ground and they said, we're not leaving. We're going to stay here. We're not moving north to start a business somewhere else. We're going to stay here because we believe in ourselves. We believe in our community. And now to have to be dealt with this, it's ridiculous. So you've heard from everyone here today. Stand up for what's right, and let's make sure that communities like the beautiful village of Lynbrook continue to flourish. God bless, and God bless America.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman D'Esposito, for being there for us and fighting for us and reminding us that the motto of the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce is working hand in hand with government, with our mayor, with our town, and our county officials. And we have a representative here from Senator Kaminsky's office today, and I'd like that representative to bring back to the senator. We need his leadership. We need his clout in Albany to put an end to this. It's embarrassing in a free market enterprise system for businesses to be prevented from opening up, to prevent the economic vitality of Lynbrook. So please tell the senator we need him. We need him to be outspoken and visible on this issue. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the deputy mayor of the village of Lynbrook. And, before we get to the deputy mayor, I intern the page. We have a great friend and a great partner in interest in this village, and we're very fortunate that Eric Alexander from Vision, Long Island is with us today. He understands the issues, he cares, and he knows that Lynbrook is right on this issue.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank Mr. Mayor, all the folks, and certainly the Lynbrook Chamber who's done a great job pulling this issue to the front. Let's give a hand for them. This is not just a Lynbrook issue, guys. There are 40 downtowns on Long Island that are going through revitalization processes. Now granted, there are some places on Long Island that don't want to grow, they want to stay as they are, but 40 downtowns on Long Island do, and they are stuck. There's 10,000 units of transit-oriented development housing in different places that are stuck. There are small businesses, not just here. There are restaurants, there are bars, there are small business services, there are office space. There's a whole slew of activity that is the lifeblood of Long Island, as we've heard and we know, that is stuck in this moratorium. This moratorium's been under 2.5 months. We have data for the first 2 months. It's 2,400 applications are stuck. Queens, Brooklyn, Nassau, Suffolk. 65 major projects, like Phase 2 of Ronkonkoma Hub in Belmont, whether you like Belmont or not, whatever. The point is, projects are stuck. And this hurts real people. Just doesn't hurt business folks. It hurts residents in the neighborhood. It hurts school districts. It hurts taxpayers. It hurts folks wanting jobs. It hurts the vitality of our downtowns that we care about. You've done a great job here. We got new restaurants and bars. I love this cigar bar over here personally. I stop there all the time. I was looking forward to the steakhouse that's hopefully coming. There's so many opportunities here. We really, and this is no disrespect to green energy coming. We do need solar. We do need geothermal. We do need electric heat pumps and other things. Those technologies need to be ready. We need natural gas as a transition to get us to that carbon-free, ultimately, economy that everyone wants to see in 2050, or whenever the governor has that legislation to pass, that climate change legislation. But we need to not hurt our local downtowns in the process, and affordable housing too. There are affordable housing projects that are being hurt by this. And so again, I'll just run off some that are stuck. Mineola, Farmingdale, Westbury, Baldwin. I know the Esposito is working on revitalization in Baldwin. That's stuck. That's just some in Nassau County, Valley Stream. Here in Lynbrook, of course. We're going to Suffolk County, Lindenhurst, Huntington Station, Central Islip, Riverhead. I can go on and on. Kings Park. I can go on and on and on. 40 real downtowns with real projects. They're stuck. We need to take action collaboratively, folks. Let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric, for your support and your vision and pointing out to us that it's not just a Lynbrook problem, but a regional problem. And all of us together will hopefully bring an end to this impasse. Now for closing remarks and thank yous, the Deputy Mayor, Michael Hawkers, will come up here with his board members.
I want to thank everyone who came out today. You know, today we come together as a community. You know, it's not just about, it's about our residents, it's about our business owners, it's about our village, but our entire community here in the town of Hempstead and Nassau County that's suffering. Businesses can't open, jobs that are disappearing, that just can't start because these businesses don't have the opportunity. People who are looking to convert their homes from oil to natural gas can't do it. You know, we teach our children to play nice in the sandbox, but our politicians aren't. And that's, our state politicians need to know that together as a community, we're disappointed. We're disappointed in their lack of support. We're disappointed in the lack of representation we want to get. But I want to thank, we talk about a community, I want to thank a couple of people who came down, came well out of their way, who are dealing with the same issues, but came down to help support us. Del Boyle, from the Joint Landowners Coalition of Broome County. Victor Herman, from the Landowner Advocates of New York, also of Broome County. And Jim Leonard, President of the New York chapter of the National Association of Royalty Owners from Binghamton. So, you know, we had these gentlemen come down from Broome County and Binghamton, for those who don't know, you know, probably a 4.5-hour drive or so to get down here. You know, whether they stopped at the, you know, at a local business or not, but, you know, they're here for a good reason. But, you know, we need our politicians to listen to us, we need them to support us, and we need them to do the right thing. You know, work with National Grid to get this done. The answer is not burying propane tanks at the new Belmont Arena, as the plan so called for. That's terrible for that community. Terrible to have propane tanks buried near schools. You know, we don't need that. We need real solutions. We need real politicians who will do that. We need real representation from our state representatives. I want to thank everyone for coming today and enjoy the day. Thank you.
I'd like to, yes. The question was, New Jersey also rejected the pipeline. To Governor Murphy, my sentiments would be the same that I'm sending to my governor. Please, look at the project, figure out a way they can make this work in harmony. This village works in harmony with the chamber, and our chamber needs this, and we need this as a village. It affects so many people on Long Island, New York, Westchester. They need to do something during this transitional time of looking for future energy for our country, for our state.
What's your plan B if we?
The question was, what was our plan B? Probably to have another rally. And what else could I do? I'm going to reach out to our officials and ask them to extend themselves a little bit more. Governor Kaminsky, Senator, yeah, Governor, that's a little, sorry. Senator Kaminsky assured me that he's working on it, which is nice to hear, but at this point we need results. I cannot have local people working hard to make these businesses nice in our village and be caught short with not being able to expand their business and move forward. It's just unrealistic. People work very hard. They put their life's earnings into a beautiful restaurant, and for them not to have the capability of having some sort of energy during this time, it's not fair. It's not fair to go cold turkey like this. It's just wrong.
What's the message to the business owners who already started building and have completed businesses and now?
The message to the business owners: this village will do everything possible to help them get their energy, to keep their doors open. As you can see with these stores we're standing in front of, this village and Rob Schwartzer has gone to great efforts, along with the MTA, to get these stores to look like this. These were stores that were plywooded, disarray, and if it wasn't for Carlos over here, that's a painter, to put some murals on them for, I don't know, 5-6 years to make them look a little bit better. It really was a blight on this village. Now we have possibility of having a vibrant downtown, and this would be such an asset to be part of that. And it's just gas is stopping it. And it's unfair to have them, at this point, think of other alternative fuels that they have to go. What else is left? Propane, oil? And we're trying to move away from oil. I'm sorry to the oil companies, but reality is we want clean, efficient energy. And we'd like to see something done. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
May I make a statement?
Sure.
We have so much gas down in New York where I'm from, and I ran on the Pennsylvania.
Would you like to use the microphone? Because this is a gentleman that took a ride from close to Binghamton, correct? All the way down, that's at least 4.5 hours, 5 hours. You can understand how this is affecting the whole state.
I'm from the Binghamton area in a town called Shenango Forks. You can see gas balls from Pennsylvania from my house. And the fact of the matter is, we got so much gas down there that we can't get to the market because of lack of pipelines. And you guys need it. And the Constitution pipeline, which was supposed to come up through and help you out along with the Northeastern pipeline, were rejected by the DEC and the governor's office. Those pipelines would give you the gas you need. And I don't know much about National Grid, but I don't think it's their fault. From what I understand, National Grid hasn't got the gas to market because of the lack of pipelines. I just want to say that's where your fight needs to go, to the governor to get them to okay those pipelines, where they already have crews waiting to build them, and easements are already put through to put them through. So it shouldn't be a big deal. The other thing I want to say is, we got so much gas down there in New York, in upstate New York, that it actually comes out of our well. It comes out of our spigots. We can light our spigots on fire, just like Gasland. We can light them on fire, but there's not a gas well within 20 miles. It's always been like that. We have films in the 1950s where people were lighting their gas wells on fire and lighting the drinking fountains in the local high school on fire because there's so much gas in the ground down there. And gas has to come up. It's natural for it just to find its way out. Thank you.
Thank you. If there's any other questions? And I'd like to thank everyone for spending a few minutes with us this morning, and thanks for coming.